Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Goshen City FC live stream. We are just ahead of tonight's matchup. It's going to be Goshen City FC facing off against Fort Wayne 1927 Sport Club. It's myself, Cormac Kuplichty, and I'm joined on the mic today by Theo Twitchell. Theo, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good about this game. Goshen coming in second in the standings right now. Fort Wayne coming in fourth. Although Fort Wayne hasn't played as many games, they've got one less game played. But other than that, yeah, I think it'll be good.
Solid match we're facing up to. Both teams heading out for the starting 11 here as we wait.
The 2025 Midwest Premier League season.
Seeing fans starting to file into the stands here, of course.
Fort Wayne,
the Champions League final just happened earlier today, so safe to say that
thank you for joining us.
This is probably going to be the biggest match of the day.
We recognize that any competition requires two opposing teams and a set of officials, but we ask each of you to be united by a common love for the game rather than divided by different uniforms. Please help make tonight a positive experience.
And I will say, Fort Wayne are coming off of a bye week, so maybe a little bit of extra preparation time, maybe some rest they got in. So we'll see if that plays into a factor of this.
Certainly a factor worth noting. I think thankfully for Goshen City FC, as they are right now and as they've been sort of in previous years, one of their biggest strengths is the depth that they have. Not only, of course, that starting 11, but the huge variety of players, variety of skills and assets that head coach Tyler Bourne has to bring off the bench. Really is a huge asset for Goshen City FC. I mean, I even think back to previous years where you think of the likes of Lucas Bontrager, who got a fairly serious injury, kept him out for the last few matches of the season last year. To have the great depth offensively, defensively has really been a big asset for Goshen City FC.
Absolutely. And I'd say, looking at the last time out, last week, they were away. That is Goshen City. They were away. They visited Grand Rapids Soccer Club, where they drew 1-1. Lindo Zimba having the only goal. That was May 24th. And then for Fort Wayne 1927, their last game was a home game, May 17th, so 2 weeks ago. And then they won that 1-0 against Grand Rapids.
Last two matches for Leafs. Of course, Leafs coming into this with a win in 2 draws. That's compared to Fort Wayne 1927. They are 1-1 on the season, a win and a loss. So Goshen City FC is still undefeated as it stands, but 2 of those 3 matches, of course, coming in the way of ties.
Number 16,
and the starting 11s are getting named here as we're just ahead. We'll run you quickly through the home lineup. Starting between the sticks for Goshen is going to be number 1, Leonard Witter. Then it's going to be number 2, the right back, Stefan Bondi. Then number 5, the center back, Tim Vilkening.
Now, get on your feet and make some noise
the
for the
center
boys
mid,
in orange
Maxime
tonight in
Bregion.
Goshen
Then it's the
City
striker,
Football
number
Club.
9, Joao Laranjo.
In goal,
Number
1,
10,
Leonard
left
Witter.
midfielder, Ricardo Garcia.
Number 2, Stephen Bondi.
Number 13, the
Number
left
5,
winger, Roberto
Tim
Sanchez. Number 15,
Number
the
6,
center back,
Adrian
Lindo
Gonzalez
Zimba.
Martinez.
Number 17,
Number
the
8,
right
Maxime
winger, Kevin
Bregion.
Vidana.
Number 9,
And last but not least,
Joao
to
Laranjo.
finish out the starting lineup
Number
for the Maple
10,
Leafs, it's going to be number
Ricardo
23, the
Number
left back,
13,
Flavio
Roberto
Cruz.
Sanchez.
Of course, the Maple Leafs
Number
are
15,
coached
Lindo
by
Zimba.
Tyler Bourne. It's his
Number
third season as
17,
the head
Kevin
coach for the
Vidana.
Maple Leafs.
And number 23,
And now the
Flavio
starting lineup
Cruz.
for the
The head
Fort
coach
Wayne
of Goshen
1927.
FC is
They
Mr. Tyler
start with
Bourne.
number 1,
The
Dylan
assistant
Lambert,
coach
in
is
between
Giovanni
the posts.
Lopez, and the other
Jose
assistant coach is
Rodriguez,
also the club
Max
founder, is
Amioleo,
Enrique
Trey
Eichenberger.
Thayer, Brandon
At
Nunez,
this time, we have
Rashano
to please
Hasselbank,
rise
Rayo
and
Iahara,
remove your
Eduardo
caps as we
Moretti, Douglas
honor America
Apayakubi,
in the
Colton
playing of
Foster,
our national
Landon Wells,
anthem.
and they are coached by Nick Potter.
And we'll take a quick break for the national anthem. so with that all wrapped up, it is just about time to get the ball moving here, get things underway. All the players giving each other some fist bumps. They're going to head onto their sides as we are getting ready to go. Similar sizes of both teams here, not a huge disparity there. You think back to some previous years, you might remember Ali from last year was a big guy, big center back. I think he was probably about 6'6", 6'7", so a huge presence defensively for the Maple Leafs. They still do have some big presences. You think of Lindo Zimba, who scored in the Maple Leafs last match. Certainly not a small guy out there. Both teams circling up, huddling up here, as both captains are going to get a quick fist bump in. And of course, the captain for the Maple Leafs tonight is going to be number 23, the left back Flavio Cruz. Cruz, who has so much experience, not only, actually, to be fair, when he came into university, he has a lot of experience in this area, in the world of soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Starting at Goshen High School, he actually, I believe, was part of a team that was a state-winning team for Goshen High School. Then he came to Goshen College for his freshman year before transferring over to Grace College to finish out his academic and footballing career, at least at school. Now, of course, he's back here in Goshen playing for Goshen City FC. So if anyone here knows what it means to play in Goshen, it will be Flavio Cruz. A number of players out on the pitch who have plenty of experience playing maybe on this field or just in general in Goshen. And it will be the Maple Leafs to start things off. Did win that coin toss. They'll get the ball going for this first half, and we are just ahead of kickoff here. Will be Laranjo to start things off for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and both these teams, they've got two common opponents. They both played the Holland Rovers and the Grand Rapids Soccer Club. Against Holland Rovers, Goshen, they tied 1-1. Say that was their last home game here. And that was the 91st minute goal to tie it up by Alejandro Portocarrero. And then 1927, they lost to them 0-1. And then against the Grand Rapids, Goshen, again another draw, but Fort Wayne managed to win that game 1-0.
And so ball under play now in this first half of action. Of course, watching on the live stream here, Goshen College, not Goshen College. Very used to doing Goshen College here, but it is Goshen City FC playing in the black kit, and then it will be 1927 playing in the white and blue checkered kit. And already it's going to be an early set piece for the Maple Leafs, well within their own half. Stepping up to take this one. Looks like it will be Zimba. Plays it over onto that far side then with Cruz. Flavio Cruz, I should say. A few Cruzes on this team. Of course, Kevin Cruz out there as well. Tim Vilkening with the ball here, playing as a right-sided center back tonight. Gets it to Stephen Bondi. Those two who have so much experience playing together for Goshen College and Goshen City FC. Vilkening. He's going to play that one all the way back to Vider. Now the long ball up over top. It's going to actually go all the way back and get collected here by Dylan Lambert. Man between the sticks for 1927. And already off the bat, seeing some domination, at least positionally, from the Maple Leafs. High line for Goshen College, pushing back Fort Wayne. Minute 56 done, and now it's going to actually be a set piece for Fort Wayne, well within their own half. On this near side to Moretti. Moretti will take the throw-in. He looks up and not too many options to find. Plays that one into the middle, tight space there for Iahara. And then over onto the far side, Ricardo Garcia facing up his man. It's going to eventually get played over onto the far right wing for 1927 before a nice tackle there from Gonzalez Martinez. Gonzalez Martinez doing a nice job to drop deep from that center mid roll and at least get the ball out of play. It will be a throw-in for 1927 SC. And they'll recycle back. The Maple Leafs doing a nice job. Every single Maple Leaf behind the ball right now, so everyone getting back on defense, doing their duties. Ball here on the near side to Moretti, and then cleared way up and away. This one could drop awkwardly, but it was a nice touch. Before the Maple Leafs are going to win that one back. Audacious ball there by Maxime Bregon. And now Fort Wayne back with the ball again over on that far side. Fort Wayne, plenty of patience, not trying to move the ball too quickly. Both teams, or neither team really has had too long of a string of possession just yet. Maple Leafs will play this one all the way back to Leonard Vider, and he's going to clear that one, or rather play that one way up the pitch, utilizing the long ball. Bondi pressing up for the Leafs, and another nice press there from the Maple Leafs striker, Joao Naranjo. Roberto Sanchez with the ball, driving forward. He plays it down the wing to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia, who seems to be playing as somewhat of a wing back, getting back on defense, but pressing up as well. He gets the ball as far as into the box. Big opportunity for Leafs. Gets cleared away here. Another ball played towards the box, and another pop fly ball away. Stephen Bondi comes away with it before getting dispossessed there. So a throw in for Fort Wayne, taken short. They'll play that one then into the center, but again, a great press by that Maple Leafs front line, really not allowing 1927 any space to breathe. That being said, Fort Wayne does well to play through that press in this instance. Great work by Roberto Sanchez, wins the throw-in for the Leafs. That one forward, and again another throw-in, this one far further up the pitch. And so to take this one again will be Roberto Sanchez, the left winger. Although actually he's going to set that one down and allow Ricardo Garcia to take it. Leafs seeming to play somewhat of a hybrid three-back in possession. So some of the advanced tactics you can expect from head coach Tyler Bourne. Vilkening on the near side with the ball. He's got some space, and he'll play this one over top for Bondi. Just a bit too much on that one. So it's going to be a throw-in for Fort Wayne, but this one just about all the way in the corner. So a great opportunity for the Leafs to really suffocate Fort Wayne and try and win the ball up high up the pitch.
Absolutely. They'll look to trap them up in this corner, not let them out. And Bondi does a great job cutting that off.
Vilkening plays this one into the center. Back to Vilkening again. Quick touch to Bondi. Bondi chasing after this one. And does great to pressure this ball. We'll go out from a Goshen throw-in.
This high up the pitch, you can almost treat that like a corner, but they opt to go short.
Not seeing the long throw just yet from the Maple Leafs. Might be one that they're going to look to play in the future. Gonzalez Martinez going to ground to intercept that ball. And so again, another throw-in on this near side. Quick few touches. Nice work here from Fort Wayne to keep things slow. It hasn't been too chaotic despite the limited space that they have. There's a ball over top to chase after. Nice composure from Lindo Zimba to not allow that to become an opportunity for Fort Wayne. Vilkening. He plays this one into the center. Vilkening to Bondi now. then to Kevin Vidana. Now with Flavio Cruz to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia going to ground there, but referee will say play on. Great tackle by Flavio Cruz, but that one won back quickly by Fort Wayne before actually it looks like the offside flag will go up. It was Ihara who was offside. Will be Flavio Cruz to take this one. And the Leafs pressing up just a little bit. That one, a quick 1-2 with the goalkeeper, and back to Flavio Cruz. Gonzalez Martinez, then to Ricardo Garcia, and out of play. Garcia thinking it was a Goshen throw-in, but it will be a Fort Wayne throw-in. Early goings of this match, nothing too crazy, no big opportunities in this first 9 minutes of play. Both teams playing somewhat cautiously. Gonzalez Martinez dropping deep to support in defense. He's playing all the way back. Great work from him and some nice footwork from the Maple Leafs. Gets them a bit further up the pitch, but now it's Fort Wayne who are kind of getting the higher back line. This ball played all the way back to Dylan Lambert. Plays one to the center. Gonzalez Martinez shouldering that one down, but won't find anyone in orange and black. Press here from Ricardo Garcia, but this one played all the way into the center. The Travella intercepted there by Vilkening. Gonzalez Martinez back to Flavio Cruz. And then Ricardo Garcia again. Maple Leafs favoring this left-hand side in the early goings. And great little feint there from the number 9 for the Maple Leafs, Joao Laranjo. He'll take the shot, but that one with just a bit too much strike power behind it, it's going to go way out of play, and the first goal kick of the match.
Yeah, you could see him right when he went to take that strike. He leaned his shoulders back. To really keep that ball low, you got to lean over the ball, get your shoulders over, and then you can drive it. And you could see Bondi with some very vocal disappointment there that he didn't have a ball played through to him, but
would have been a tough one on the far side, but and so Lambert motioning to his teammates to move up the pitch. Will not be the short goal kick. This one sent just about right into the very center of the pitch. And both teams scrapping to win this one. Maple Leafs will be the first to get control of it. And here comes Fort Wayne down this near left-hand side. Vilkening facing up his defender. This one then played back, a quick 1-2. Now over onto the far side. And Fort Wayne choosing to fully recycle this. Poor touch there, though, will gift the ball to Ricardo Garcia. He gets past his man, and a nice ball forward. Maxime Bregon with the ball, then to Gonzalez Martinez. Nice far side switch. Bondi chasing after it, but that race will be won by the touchline. Out of play again. And it will be another Dylan Lambert goal kick here.
He pointed to the corner there. He may have wanted that more towards the corner as opposed to maybe more of a direct down the line, but say right idea.
Great press by the Maple Leafs way up the pitch. We'll give them the ball back, but can't keep a hold of it. Out of play, and a throw in for 1927.
What Goshen are doing so well with this high press is that you really need to cut off one half of the pitch so that they can't recycle easily, and they're doing that really well. Laranjo's stepping up, cutting off that goalkeeper pass, and then all the rest of them, usually you see 2 or 3 guys crowding around the ball area, avoiding that time so that they can get a big switch. So doing really well to cut off one side.
So this one could have been poor, and it still may be. The strike coming from Ihara, but shanks the ball off the ground. That one just a bit unfortunate. Flavio Cruz with the ball actually hitting off him, and he didn't see where it had gone because it was between his legs. But thankfully for Goshen, not a huge problem. A nice 1-2, and this one played forward. It is going to be Kevin Vidana to chase after it. Then it eventually gets cleared out of bounds, and Bondi takes the throw in for Goshen. Tight spaces here. Both teams really fighting to win this one. It will be another throw in. Bondi takes this one quickly. Gonzalez Martinez then to Flavio Cruz. Cruz has Garcia on the outside wing. Garcia will keep this in play. He's all the way in that far left corner. He's going to send in across. This one into a dangerous area. Can anyone get a touch on it? Bondi at the back post. Back into the center again. Cleared away. Only to Vilkening, though. He's going to have a look. A great ball towards the back post. And will it be 1-0? No, it will not be. A fantastic save there by Dylan Lambert. But the best side of goal we've seen so far in tonight's match. Maple Leafs still attacking here. Gonzalez Martinez. Then on the outside of the box, Maple Leafs still fighting for this one. A quick touch. Bondi. Maxime Breguin. Then to Flavio Cruz. Gonzalez Martinez to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia, great footwork, gets to the byline, and he will just run that one just out of play. Almost kept it in, but and actually it will be called as a corner for the Maple Leafs, so the first corner of the match. Garcia over there to take this one. 14:44 on the clock, so quarter of an hour played, and that's going to be a third of this first half. Maple Leafs leaving just two outside of the box, and Fort Wayne not sparing a single body, keeping their whole team within that 18-yard box. Here comes this ball. It's low driven towards the near post. Gonzalez Martinez with a strike from outside the box. That one will get blocked, but another looping ball in, a header. Vilkening, he heads that towards goal, but it's no problem for Dylan Lambert. It's been a promising few minutes for the Maple Leafs as they're able to get a couple of opportunities on net. Now 1927 trying to play into this match. They've had their issues thus far, but what can they make happen? It's been a difficult few minutes here. Can they make something happen for themselves here? They get the ball into the Goshen half for the first time in a while, and a fantastic ball onto the far side. This could be a massive opportunity, but it will be nothing in the end. That front line, Fort Wayne couldn't quite get it under control, so it's Vilkening here. Bondi. Can cut through a few lines there with the forward ball. Sanchez, the one to collect. And then Wells. Garcia with the tackle. Can't win the ball back, but successful bit of pressure. Eventually out for a throw-in now on the far side. So 1927 with the ball. It seems that they're just trying to sort of slow this match down. Stop the Maple Leafs from being able to press them. Slowly pushing their back line up the pitch, pushing the Maple Leafs back. Great press again from Goshen. Bondi pushes up, but eventually drops back, seeing a man behind him. There's a nice ball in behind. Still an opportunity here for 1927. Vilkening, after taking no risks and clearing that one way away.
Zimba doing well to shield off. He was hoping that he could get that so he could go out for a goal kick, but the ball was quickly running out of pace, so he had to play it and they did well to clear it.
Hasselbank plays that one over to Kubi. This ball forward and takes a deflection there before falling for Vider. Vilkening. Great work from the Leafs to not allow the press to head back the other way. Captain for 1927, Jose Rodriguez, putting the press on, and it's going to be a throw-in the way of the Maple Leafs. It was the blue and white who claimed it was theirs, but referee's flag heading the other way. Great footwork here from the 1927. They'll get the ball into the box. Can they make something happen here? That one cut out initially, but back again to Fort Wayne. Not making things easy for Goshen. Then a ball sent into the box, into a dangerous area. Vilkinen gets there, clears it away, and it is going to be a Goshen ball.
Yeah, it looked like a foul off the ball there. Maybe trying to get back. I didn't pick it up, the foul itself, but Fort Wayne, they're having a lot of great chances here, but they're lacking that last bit of quality in the final third there to get a shot off. I mean, we haven't seen them get very many off.
Great ball from Vilkinen to switch it onto the far side with Ricardo Garcia. Garcia, not too much support near him. Eventually to Maxime Breguin. Then the ball sent over on the near side, intended for Bondi, but this one getting cut out. Just about winning the ball back was Naranjo. Joao. Garcia pushed far up the pitch. He'll get driven past in a quick 1-2. The ball over to Jose Rodriguez. Now on the near side, Eduardo Moretti, he plays this ball forward. Gonzalez Martinez drops back for Goshen to win it. Then to Vilkinen. The press on by 1927, but thus far Goshen playing through it. Vilkinen actually pressing up the pitch here. He's going to win it in drive. He does get tackled, but the ball falls to the feet of Roberto Sanchez. Now with Ricardo Garcia. Garcia causing some issues. He's going to send a ball into a dangerous area. Still in the box. Eventually, Dylan Lambert will collect. So the first 20 minutes have been played here. Goshen 3 shots, just 1 for Fort Wayne. And I think that's about as much as both teams have. I think that's a fairly accurate stat line. Of course it's accurate literally, but I mean, kind of represents how things have gone. I'd say it's about 3-1 on Goshen so far.
Absolutely, and Fort Wayne definitely have had their chances to get more shots up on the board, but they haven't been able to take the opportunity to get a shot off, whether that's well defended by Goshen or maybe just a lack of quality up in the final third and the final moments. But
and there is some quality. Jose Rodriguez, the captain, with the Travella pass onto the near wing. Some great footwork. Bondi goes to ground before Vilkinen will cut this one out.
a great scissor move there to get past the first man, but wasn't able to get past, and now that's number 20 that goes to the ground. He held his knee for a second, but he's back up onto his feet.
And so it will be the corner here for 1927. And so corner kick. Ihara takes this one way back to the back post, headed into a dangerous area before the diving headed clearance by Lindo Zimba. Another ball into a dangerous area. Again, Zimba, the one to clear this one away. Counterattacking opportunity for the Maple Leafs. A bit of a poor initial pass. Ricardo Garcia. Now to Bondi on the near line. Maple Leafs breaking past halfway. Garcia on the near side. Gonzalez Martinez. Now all the way over to Flavio Cruz. Quick touch there, and Gonzalez Martinez fighting to keep the possession for Goshen. Won't go their way. It seems that both teams at the moment a bit out of position with wingers and wingbacks on opposite flanks. And so throw in for Goshen again. Gonzalez Martinez back to Flavio Cruz. Flavio with 2 on him, and it is going to be the first infraction of the match. Gonzalez Martinez and his trailing foot will be a yellow card.
Yellow card caution in the 23rd minute issued to Goshen City FC number 6, Adrian Gonzalez Martinez.
So free kick, this one just about in the very center of the pitch, well within that center circle.
Yeah, Fort Wayne getting bodies up as you do, but not necessarily choosing a side to overload as they evenly distribute their attacking players across the back line. But Goshen with 6 back right now.
Here comes a set piece. Drifting towards the box, headed down and away, and Ricardo Garcia will collect for Goshen. He's headed forward. Quick 1-2 and back to Garcia again. He's got a few options if he sends in the cross here. He'll choose to play it back for Flavio Cruz. Now to Garcia again. Garcia, this time he'll send a ball in. Headed away, and the bicycle kick clearance serves 1927 well, but only momentarily. Goshen now the ones recycling as Vilkening wins the ball here. Gonzalez Martinez. Great footwork to get it to Bondi. Bondi to Vilkening. Great turn by Vilkening, and now over to Flavio Cruz. Cruz sprays this one wide for Ricardo Garcia. Great touch by Garcia onto the edge of the box. Still with Garcia. He'll have a strike, but couldn't quite wrap his foot around that one. Kind of gets under the ball there. It's out for another goal kick here for Dylan Lambert.
And yet some more beautiful footwork from Garcia. He's been slicing it up on that left wing over there for Goshen. But yeah, just like the chance earlier with Laranjo, he leans back on that shot and sends it over.
1927 back with the ball, but the interception by Flavio Cruz. He plays this one forward. This time the interception by Jose Rodriguez. So both captains getting an interception in the last 10 seconds. Overlapping ball for the overlapping wingback, and that's a fantastic back heel touch on the dribble. Still here, but that shot did not even go out for a corner. I think that is going to be a throw-in on the far side. So couldn't quite wrap his foot around it, but not the worst idea, I suppose.
Incredible footwork, an excellent touch to get through, and then a good cut in. But maybe the ball bobbled, but yeah, I mean, he definitely got under it. That's for sure.
You can see why Moretti maybe is playing on defense. And so this throw-in quick, and it's actually going to be a Goshen free kick. It looks like the Leafs may be preparing for some substitutions here, seeing a few players on the sideline warming up. Game slowing down a little bit. Bondi with plenty of space in front of him if the pass can be found. Garcia, quick touch. Gonzalez Martinez surely will now play it to Bondi. Bondi on the near side. He's pressing up this wing. He has space. He'll play the ball low and on the ground, but seems like he just shanked it a bit. Yahara. He gets that back to Jose Rodriguez. Moretti. Now into the center. No problem to cut that one out there by Kevin Vidana. And now Laranjo gets past one, will get stopped by the second, and it is actually going to be a free kick here for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, Laranjo pulling back on number 9 there for Fort Wayne.
And so it looks like it will be Andres Gonzalez Massa preparing to come in for Goshen. Goshen somewhat dropping their press, don't have the same intensity that they did for that first 10 or 15 minutes. Although, in saying that, they immediately started bringing back that press. Bondi on the back heel of Moretti. Bondi wins the ball here. Dangerous area. The pass missing a bit of conviction before heading the way of Fort Wayne. There's a great switch but it will not be enough as this one goes out of play. Flavio Cruz take the throw in.
Yeah, they just need their right winger there to really paint his boots over there, get his feet on the touchline for that kind of ball. But he was sucked in a little bit towards the middle to receive that. And I say there's a stoppage in play here. There is a substitute, but
will be the substitution out, and so it's going to be Andres Gonzalez
Goshen City
Massa.
FC, substitution in the 29th minute, coming off the pitch, number 17, Kevin Vidana, replaced by number 4, Andres Gonzalez Massa.
So it is the midfield substitution. Kevin Cruz. Looking up, and the throw-in taken nicely, but will result in Fort Wayne possession. Moretti on the near side. He plays that one up to Miles Rapal. Garcia will get driven past here, and now 1927 getting bodies forward. The Maple Leafs getting back. Flavio Cruz gets back. Will he be able to keep this one in? He will. Gets it to Ricardo Garcia. Now with Adrian Gonzalez Martinez. His ball forward, then cut out. Moretti trips over his own feet here, and that's out for a Goshen goal kick.
Yeah, looking for that wraparound cross from the left foot over onto the back post, but just scuffed his feet. His feet weren't set. With his planting foot too close to the ball, he just tried to wrap it around there, but clearly it didn't work out for him.
Moretti not having too much success in the final third yet today. Vilkening bringing the ball forward. Gets it to Gonzalez Massa. And he'll get fouled. So Goshen free kick.
Yeah, so he got his foot back on the heel there, and he tried to say it was all ball, but the ref disagreed. It's not often a fight that you win against the ref, but you always try.
Ricardo Garcia taking on about 4 players for 1927 and will keep the ball for Goshen. This one played into the center, into a dangerous area. Can Maple Leafs make anything of it? No, they cannot. That one out for a corner, so will be another corner, the second of the match thus far.
Yeah, just a flurry of feet there. Neither players in there could find the ball, but the last one to touch it was a 1927 player.
And so heading to the corner will be Ricardo Garcia. Once again.
Fort Wayne with every single player back in the box defending this corner right now.
This one taken low to the near post. Eventually cleared away, but with every player in their own box, it's going to get right back to the Maple Leafs. Gonzalez Martinez to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia on the far touchline cannot quite keep it in. Then played far up the pitch and out.
And once again, that high press, they didn't allow that cross, and so he was forced to try to go up the line with it, but just no play. Excellent high press there from Goshen.
Substitutions for the Leafs. Looks like there's 2 more imminent substitutions with Kanu and Saldivar preparing to come in. Gonzalez Martinez to Vilkening. Not to Bondi. Gonzalez Martinez. Back to Vilkening. The 3 Goshen College some present, some former Goshen College students linking up well.
And Bondi and Gonzalez Martinez actually switched positions there for what I expect to be a brief moment.
Bondi, as you say, in the center of the pitch, and to Vilkening. There's a nice ball forward. Maple Leafs building up this attack nicely. Bondi all the way through the center. He'll have a strike from outside the box, and there it is! Stephen Bondi with a wonder strike right into the top left corner. And that will get the Goshen City FC fans on their feet. 32 minutes and counting. And that is going to be 1-0 for Goshen. They will get the lead at the Goshen College Soccer Complex.
I said he might want to stay in that position. He had an excellent touch. He drove in and really had his eyes set for goal right from that first touch. You could see he drove right near the edge of the box and just drilled it home.
And I think that oftentimes with Bondi, always one of the hardest workers on the pitch. Certainly a quick player, and at times the technical ability may get overlooked just because of the physical assets that he brings to the team as well, but putting on a masterclass of a strike there. Be more than happy to get that one.
Goshen City FC.
And here are the substitutions.
Minute.
It is going to be Saldivar and Kanu coming in, and it will be Ricardo Garcia and Gonzalez Martinez.
Replaced by number 21, Jose Saldivar, and number 22, Kingsley Canoe.
And so, back in action are the Leafs. After that Bondi strike. 34th minute of play. And so a bit more offensive intensity for Fort Wayne. They're dribbling forward on that far right wing. Goshen doing well to get back on defense. It's Kingsley Kanu who will immediately get some touches on the ball. Kanu, who I've had the pleasure of playing some futsal with, and I've never seen somebody who is so quick with the ball at his feet. Oh my word.
He will commit a foul there, though. I say it looked like a stray foot as he was reaching for the ball. Just knocked one of the 1927 players, and he'll go down. This is going to be a great chance for them. They're going to get a lot of players forward, but Goshen is keeping Laranjo up, so they are forced to bring two back, but everyone else will be in. I expect a high loop and cross here. Maybe trying to find someone in there for a header, but we'll have to see.
Here comes this set piece. Towards the near post, touchdown, cleared away from Goshen. The strike from outside the box, deflected once again. Goshen able to clear this time. Goes to Kingsley Kanu. Kanu to Saldivar. So the two substitutes immediately getting some early action on the ball. Again to Kingsley Kanu on that left wing. Gave him the keys to the bus since coming on. Quick touch to Sanchez. Now over to Gonzalez Maza. Vilkening has Bondi, the goal scorer, on the overlap. Bondi into the center with Breguion. Maza, Breguion. Now to Flavio Cruz. It's Kanu. He'll send a ball. Looks like he was looking to play that one into the center, but just too much on it. It'll go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he was looking to wrap that in. There was 3 runners in. Maybe looking for the near post, middle or back post run there, but I say none of them being found as he wasn't able to wrap his foot around the ball.
So we're going to see the first substitutions of the match for Fort Wayne. Coming in will be 7 and 8. It's Gieson
Fort Wayne, 1927 SC substitutions in the 37th minute. Coming off the pitch,
Dilesh Patel.
number 10, Jose Rodriguez, and number 11, Max Amaoko. Replaced by number 7, Gison Jela, and number 8, Dilesh Patel.
So those two substitutions making their way out. It's like some offensive changes. And goal kick just about to be taken. Looks like Laranjo just a few centimeters too close to that 18-yard box.
Say the ref told him to back off the line. The ref didn't want him touching the line, so he had to leave at least a few blades of grass in between his foot and that white line of the 18-yard box.
And actually, it will be Dylan Lambert who says, "You know what? Let's all go up the pitch for the long kick." That one sent into the center. Looks like it could have been dangerous, and it is actually just going to be cleared way away Not taking any risks there for Hasselbank.
Yeah, he was looking for that controlling touch with the chest down to his teammate, but wasn't able to get enough power on it, and it ended up falling into a bit of a no man's land there, forcing them to clear it.
Ihara. Patel. And Flavio Cruz sending that ball way away. Ball boy's going to have to go for a little marathon of his own to get that one back. Throw in on the far side. Touchdown by Kubi. 1927 with just about no space on the ball as soon as they get into that final third. And a poor touch is going to gift the ball to Laranjo for free. He's driving forward. He's got 4 white shirts around him. Keeps a hold of it before eventually getting dispossessed by Patel. Patel taking the free kick quickly. Looks like was a bit of a shoulder too much by Laranjo.
Yeah, saying he was 1-on-4, so it's not much he could do other than hold up, which he did a pretty good job of, but then eventually lost it and kind of killed the momentum with that foul, pulling on the shoulders of the 1927 defender.
Goshen clearly not playing with the same press intensity that they had been playing with before the goal. Out for a throw-in on the near side for Goshen. Bondi takes this throw-in. Bregion back to Bondi. Bondi then to Vilkening. Vilkening clears this one up the pitch and touchdown by Hasselbank. Hasselbank not allowed much space, and eventually it will be Moretti who wins the throw-in for Fort Wayne. Again, a throw-in for Goshen on the near side. So both teams kind of compressing here, not allowing anyone to have the ball for more than a few seconds, or at least not without a big press coming on them. Saldivar heads this one up. Kubi to Ihara. Bondi. And now Goshen on the break. Laranjo. Clearance then up the other way. Vilkening gets there, and he will clear that one way away. And so, just as Flavio Cruz did a few minutes ago, Vilkening will again make it a tough day for the ball boys. Goshen really dropping deep here. It's Kanu now on the far side. He'll win the ball back for Goshen. Cannot beat it to the sideline, so it's going to be a throw-in, but could have been an opportunity on the break. Flavio Cruz won back by 1927 before Cruz again wins this one back up to Kanu. Kanu breaking forward, and this could be a counterattacking opportunity for Goshen. Kingsley Kanu, he looks up, still assessing the situation. 3 white shirts around him, and eventually it will come to nothing.
He needed someone to make a run there. Laranjo was just kind of floating into that back post area. Bondi was also making a back post run. They needed someone to make that diagonal run across the box there.
Three of their starters? Any idea who 3 of their starters are?
And so
They have 9, 19, and 20 on the pitch. And
Kubi.
those numbers on the line. For example, another thing is
recycling, and then onto the far side it will be
okay because
Njehia.
yes,
First
we'll
time
do.
ever.
Okay.
So maybe as soon as the game
Yeah,
is
no,
over,
that's
And
that
Hasselbank.
will be the first thing that goes in with out after this halftime.
Ihara.
Okay.
Things slowing down. The Travella pass into the box, into a dangerous area. Ref says play on. As 1927 keeps a hold of it, but here, this could be dangerous. The long ball not going to be played there. Seems like the opportunity was there for Roberto Sanchez. Eventually he does play the ball, but just a bit too late, and will be no problem for Dylan Lambert.
Yeah, Laranjo, he didn't give chase to that because he was already a step or two offsides as he attempted to make that run earlier, but the ball wasn't played.
Hasselbank here. Laranjo trying to press this one. Hasselbank with not too many options. Ihara drops back. A nice tackle for Goshen, but here's a big opportunity. It could have been, but That one cleared away. Now the free kick will be the way of the 1927. This just about as far out as you could imagine somebody would shoot from. Would be a unbelievable free kick to score from here, but
yeah, I think that'd definitely be a bold ask of someone to score from there, but I say we've seen it happen.
well,
But
the one not this far out, but you know, you go 5-10 feet in from here, and assistant coach for Goshen City FC, founder of Goshen City FC, Enrique Eichenberger, I've seen him score a few free kicks in his college days from around there. So
looks like what they will opt to overload that right side of the box, maybe for a high looping cross in for someone to get a header on, kind of like that one that we saw on the opposite side of the field a few minutes ago.
here is this set piece, drifting over to the back post. Bondi opting to clear, but he'll actually miss the ball. There's a shot into the box. Drops awkwardly, but Leonard Wieder going to collect that one, and thus far he hasn't actually had too many difficult tasks. Not sure that he's had to make a save yet. He's going to motion to Goshen. Oh, motion to Goshen. Look at that rhyme there. Motion to Goshen to get up the pitch, as he's going to punt this one way up. That one headed away, and finally, after a few bounces, gets to Bondi. Bondi looking up, playing the switch forward. Looks like it was intended to go to Kanu, but execution not quite there.
No, and he passed up a good opportunity to play the ball up the line to the corner for Maxime Bregion, but he opted to cross it.
1927 on the attack again. This one to Ihara. And Goshen getting the ball here, and a bit of contention here. It was Lindo Zimba and Ihara who got into a bit of a tugging match there.
And Zimba does a great job using his body to shield off the players, which I will tell you, as an attacking player being shielded off, it's not fun, and it is frustrating. So, but you do have to keep your emotions under control, and especially to avoid an outlash like we saw, as it could become dangerous in the realms of cards and chances. But so it looks like nothing came of it other than a free kick.
Here comes this long ball forward for Goshen. Space on this left-hand side. There's a ball forward to Ihara. And of course, who else but Zimba to face him up. Ihara again. He plays this ball into the center. Deflection. Pops it away. And it is going to be half-time. First half done, and we are going to take a real quick break. As we head into this break, it is 1-0 Goshen City FC with the lead over 1927 SC. We're going to take a real quick break. When we return, it's going to be more right here on the Goshen City FC YouTube page.
Tonight.
It's a second half of action just about to get underway here at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. It's Goshen City FC facing off against Fort Wayne 1927 Sport Club. It's myself, Cormac Kublichty, and I'm joined on the mic here by Theo Twitchell. Theo, what are you looking for in this second half?
Well, I'm looking for a little bit of extra quality in that attacking third. Neither team really finding that last pass or last touch that really gets them that golden opportunity. Fort Wayne, they've had some good chances, not able to get shots off though. So yeah, really just looking for that extra last touch there for both teams in the attacking third. But some great defending coming out of both teams as well, especially we look at Zimba for Goshen City FC. He does a great job defending the long balls, the presses, all that.
And so there is the whistle. Things getting underway here. Ihara will start things off. And it's early possession for 1927. Hasselbank. He'll look up to Moretti, but it's stolen back by the Maple Leafs. It was the attempt for a little bit of an incisive pass there. Blocked away. Saldivar with a quick interception. And Flavio Cruz with some contact. Early attacking options here. The tackle comes in there. It was Lindo Zimba with the slide tackle. Patel. Nice little feint there by Kubi. Back to Hasselbank again. Kubi. Smart play up to Patel, off his shoulder. He'll race forward. Gets past Cruz, but Vider was already there. He motions to Goshen to get up the pitch. There's the motion of Goshen again. And this punt sent into the center. No touch off immediately. We'll take a bounce, and it's Trey Thierd. To Kubi. Some impressive skill here from Patel just in these early moments, but seen a few nice pieces of skill. Bondi. And now it's up to Massa. Flavio Cruz on the ground on this near side, hugging his hamstring, so not a great look. And eventually it's actually going to be called a foul for Maxime Breguion, but Flavio Cruz still on the ground. It seems that the center referee has not yet realized.
Now he has,
Cruz
and now
on the
he'll
ground.
stop it. Yep, so looking like maybe a cramp, which isn't normally something you worry about this early on right out of halftime. So it could be something a little worse. It looks like he's taken that band off of his arm there, so he will likely come out of the game.
Tyler Bourne having a talk here with Vilkening, giving him some instruction. Cruz back up on his feet now, and he is walking, but he will hand off that armband, so it seems like he is going to be headed off.
And the shin guards are out, so looking like that's going to be the end of the night for him.
Who is going to come on? That's the real question. Looks like a few faces preparing could be. Okay, so we will get our answer here. It's going to be unclear, actually. Will be
City
Ariel
FC
Matute.
substitution in the 49th minute. Coming off the pitch, number 23, Flavio Cruz, replaced by number 3, Ariel Matute.
Matute, who was a consistent part of that Goshen City FC backline last season. And he will immediately get things going. A few touches on the ball. Saldivar here. And it looks like Matute will play on the right, where Vilkening had been, and Vilkening now over on the left. Matute. then up to Breguion. And so it will be a big miss for Goshen to not have Cruz, of course, captain for Goshen. Hasselbank to Moretti. Moretti looks up and he gets to Amoko. Amoko eventually dispossessed after the sliding tackle from Bondi. Throw in. Moretti takes it to Amoko on the near touch line. Kind of kicks it off the shoulder there of Matute. And so Moretti with the throw in. This one just about in that final third. Taken short. Presses on. Bondi gets a touch on it, but only out to Kubi. Then over near onto this near side by 1927, cleared away, and Goshen will take that opportunity to move their back line up, even if only just a bit. Hasselbank here. Slowly, Goshen kind of trailing after that ball, getting towards it, putting a bit of a press on it. Garcia on the near side. Goshen win the ball back high up the pitch. The pass missing just a bit of a clinicality. Then the ball over the top. Who was that headed for? Not entirely sure if there's anyone for 1927 there. So the intended target unclear. Kubi. One back by Goshen. It was Sanchez. Here's Maza. Maza looks up. Over onto the far side. That's a fantastic ball to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia breaking in on the near side of the box. Gets past one. Can he get the pass? He can. The strike is there. Blocked away. And it's going to be a corner. You have to say it looked like that ball was headed on target from Joao Laranjo, but it was Hasselbank in the way. To be fair, I think Laranjo will be a little bit disappointed slightly that he didn't quite have the contact speed on that strike that maybe he would hope for. Corner kick nonetheless for Goshen.
Yeah, that's something that I mentioned earlier right as we started the half, that last bit of quality in the attacking third. Looking for a little bit more on that shot.
This ball sent into a dangerous area. It's actually going to play all the way through into the backside of the box. Zimba tries to send a ball and it gets blocked away, and now 1927 gets back a hold of it. Gets all the way back to Goshen's last outfield player in Saldivar, then to Matute. Here with Ricardo Garcia, back to Saldivar again. Great switch. Then onto the far side to Maza. Maza goes down, and the whistle will come. This is going to be a set piece in a very dangerous area. Yellow card coming out as well. Moretti getting the yellow. And so it'll be interesting to see who's going to take this one. It looks like maybe
yellow card, Goshen,
Garcia
53rd minute,
got called over for a second, but you would imagine you would be looking for a left footer on this one. It's on that right side of the box, so who to take it? Bondi standing over it alongside Maza, but I believe Maza will be the one to take this.
Yeah, this is definitely a prime shooting opportunity here. I would say look for the shot at first glance, but I say especially if you've got a left footer standing over the ball, you definitely have a great opportunity to curl that into that top right corner.
And you almost think that he might prefer even just a yard, 2 yards back from here, allowing him to maybe get over that wall a little bit easier. He'll take the strike, bouncing off the wall, back out. He'll chase after it. So it's still Goshen ball, but 1927 getting back up. Bring the press again. That's a great ball. Cutting through a few lines, still with Bondi here. Bondi on the edge of the box. Great touch to Maza. Maza couldn't get the free kick. Can he make something happen here? Looks like just a bit of an awkward touch, and so cleared away. Headed then from Vilkening to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia, quick touch. Dispossessed, though. Kubi. Passing it straight back to Goshen. Garcia. Travella pass. That is beautiful to the back post. Unbelievable pass there from Joao Laranjo.
Yeah, an excellent Travella ball into that back post, but I think that was Mata in there that wasn't able to backpedal quick enough to jump up and get his head on the ball there. As this ball is now played forward, Zimba, he clears it, but there's some heavy contact there, and there's 2 players on the ground. Zimba holding his shin, as there was some heavy contact on that 50-50 ball, and neither player really seeming to come out better.
So it is Zimba on the ground. Although he's back up on his feet. Seems like he's going to be able to walk this one off. He's holding his nose a little bit.
He'll play quickly, though.
Saldivar, very free-flowing formation here for Goshen. Players kind of moving all about. This one going to go out for the throw-in for Fort Wayne. Taken quickly in short. A few quick touches, and imagine we're going to see a long ball here.
4 guys up here for Fort Wayne.
This one long and headed down by Vilkening, but only straight towards the feet of Fort Wayne. Dangerous opportunity. It's going to be a strike from outside the box. The offside flag will eventually come up.
Yeah, a bit of a late call there, you'd think, or maybe the center ref didn't see it, but I say it was a little too close for us to see from up here, but definitely a better view down there for the AR, so he'll make that call. But
free kick for Goshen.
Even still, if that was onside, it was a great layoff and a really good shooting opportunity.
This ball struck very nicely from the Goshen goalkeeper. 1927 on the ball early. Bondi wins it back again. The engine that he has is something unbelievable. Seems like he's everywhere.
Absolutely. You mentioned that work rate in the first half, and he's just up and down that sideline all over. We saw him go into the center of the pitch and where he scored that first goal and only goal of the game.
Vilkening to Matute. Now Bondi. Bondi looks up to Gonzalez Massa. Nice little turn on the half turn. Maxime Breguion. Now to Vilkening again. Saldivar. Saldivar really facilitating in the early stages of these Goshen attacks. Outside the box, we're going to see a strike here. That's one with some curl on it. Took a deflection on its way to the hands of Dylan Lambert. Won't cause any problems for the Fort Wayne goalkeeper.
And Laranjo tried to duck to get out of the way, but it just deflected off his back. Maybe took some of the speed off, but looking at the trajectory, it could have been a bit outside of that right post, but say you never know.
Another world, that deflection would have helped and send it to the far post, but wasn't to be on that strike. Kubi. Thiard. Over onto the near side, it's Nieha. Thiard again into the box. The most promising opportunity for 1927 of this half. Vilkening winning it back eventually. He goes to ground, and it's going to be a free kick for Goshen.
Yeah, he did well to shield the ball off there. It seems like I've said that a few times now. These Goshen players are really good at using their body, shielding the ball around, and drawing these fouls.
I think that Goshen will want to avoid doing, and it's a spot where we've seen Goshen struggle in the past, in previous years, getting that early lead and making sure that, once you get that one goal, to still be hungry for more and still be, fighting for that, and not just kind of allowing the pressure, because, a 1-goal lead can be gone in no time. In one strike, the lead can be gone. So making sure that, you're not content with just that 1 goal and pushing for more. Matute driving all the way up the sideline. He sends the ball into the center, into a dangerous area. Will not fall nicely for Joao Laranjo, but out of play. Bondi now to throw in.
Yeah, from my vantage point, that almost looked like a good opportunity for a header there from Laranjo. But maybe the cross, I mean, obviously it was a little bit too high for him to attempt, and then he was looking for a bit of a settle, but wasn't able to get there.
Goshen pushing up just a bit more here again with Maxime Breguon. Saldivar to Vilkening. Vilkening faking out the back pass. Plenty of space, but not too many options. He does fantastically well to get it to Ricardo Garcia. Garcia gets the ball poked out of his feet and out for a Goshen corner kick.
He's so dangerous on the one-on-one situation. You almost expect him to get past that first man and get a cross off, but I say it looks like Fort Wayne, their outside backs are starting to adapt and get that foot in for that early tackle. I say normally he makes 1 or 2, 3 moves before he goes, so they're starting to read him a bit.
I think sending also a second helper over. There's the ball into the box, headed away. Matute will collect for Goshen. Saldivar sends one over onto the right wing. It will actually be Zimba who gets it. The attempted clearance off the chest there of Bondi. So it seems maybe it caught an arm, so it's a free kick taken quickly. Cleared away. Maza is going to get the head here. Dangerous opportunity still before the interception. A nice outside of the boot ball forward. Falls for Vilkening, and Vilkening will send it all the way back to his German compatriot, Wieder, before sending that one up to Garcia. Garcia surprisingly not winning the header. You may not believe it, but audacious clearance, the jumping clearance by Kubi. Now with Garcia again.
It's difficult to get good contact on that, I will tell you, but I say he did a good job there.
And credit to Garcia, probably the smallest player out on that pitch, but the way that he's able to use his low center of gravity is really fantastic. How he's kind of really just used it to his advantage so much, where he just kind of snakes by so many people. And you mentioned the threat that he's already caused through this first 60 minutes of play. That attack for 1927 going out for a corner kick. So I believe this is the first corner of the match for Fort Wayne. And I think we're going to see another substitution. It's Kevin Vidana who will return to action. Of course, he started the match. And it looks like he'll get his opportunity to get back on the pitch momentarily. Here comes this corner kick. Patel dropping on the near post. Won't cause any issues initially for Goshen. Back to Patel again on the corner. Imagine he's going to send another ball in, and he will. The in-swinger. This one headed down and saved. It was actually off of a Goshen head that one was sent back defensively. Thankfully for them, it was Wieder who got his hands on it, but I think that might have been the most important save that he's made today, and it was from off the last touch of a Goshen player. Okay, another set piece here. This one, again, no good. Onto the outside of the box, touched awkwardly. Now Maza with the ball. He's got a few faces in front of him. Can he get the ball away from his feet? Matute gets the tackle there. This could be an opportunity for Goshen. The long ball over top for Maza to run after, but it will be nothing, as it was just too much on it. No problem for the 1927. Here's the long ball onto the near side. Garcia gets back, headed down by Vilkening. Now on the near side. The strike taken towards the near post, but touchdown easily by Wieder.
Well, it seems that both of these teams got bored of the slow possession game, and they're both looking for that 1-2 punch, long ball, but neither team really finding great opportunities with it.
Here comes the punt into the center, headed up by Kubi. Maza. Saldivar looks up. There's a ball over top. It could be dangerous. Again, just a fraction too much on it. Lambert doing well to come out from the net and collect. There's a ball over top. Matute will shield this one as he drops back. It's Patel who's pressuring him. Matute does well. Patel, can he win it back? He will win this one back. It looked for a moment like it may be going out of play. It doesn't. On the outside of the box with Kubi. Kubi, quick turn. Now out to Amoko. Patel goes to ground. Dangerous ball into the center. Ihara, who got a touch on it, but Vilkening was there to block it out. And it's going to be a goal kick for Goshen. Here comes some substitutions. We mentioned it a second ago. Kevin Vidana will be re-entering the match, and it looks like he'll take the place of Maza. Coming in then for Fort Wayne is going to be number 13, Cooper Foshi, and number 15, Landon Moreland. And so they will take the places of Moretti
coming off the pitch,
and
number 5,
Ihara.
Rio Ihara, and number 16, Eduardo Moretti, replaced by number 13, Cooper Foshi, and number 15, Landon
Both
Moreland.
teams maybe looking for a little bit of a
For
tactic
Goshen City
switch up
FC
with
coming
these
off
changes, as
the
we've
pitch
seen
was number
the
4
long ball
on
really
the
isn't
Costa,
working for either
replaced
team
by number
at the
17,
moment.
Kevin Vidana.
But as we can see now, that Goshen plays short.
So 3 substitutions. What kind of difference will this make on the match? Vilkening, quick 1-2 with Garcia. There's the ball over top. It's kept in play nicely from Goshen. Breaking forward, just can't get past his man. It was Laranjo.
Yeah, they said the video's out on the camera on YouTube. Can you check that HDMI cable?
Sorry for some of these technical difficulties, folks. We're trying to get them sorted, but for now, I guess we'll treat it as a radio broadcast. As now Lambert has the ball for Fort Wayne. That clearance is now played out wide to Garcia.
And we'll keep things going here. Again, excuse these difficulties here. Goshen getting the free kick well within their own box. It's the 66th minute. Vilkening on the near side, part of this back 3 for Goshen. Over to Ricardo Garcia, the left back. Garcia looks up, sees Saldivar in the center. It's some great passing play for Goshen. Matute, then over on the far side. Matute tries to play it forward, but it will go out of play. Looks like a quick deflection from Patel. Bondi to take. Goshen well within their own half here. And so this taken quickly. Still at the feet of the orange and black Breguion. Nice play. He's done so well to carry the ball forward throughout this match. Stephen Bondi breaking forward into the center, the goal scorer. That strike from outside the box in the first half is the difference thus far. Quick collision in the center of the pitch. And it is going to be Fort Wayne ball. Goshen putting on a nice press, but Fort Wayne playing through it. They're still well within their own half. The spray onto the far side. Just mistouched there off the foot of Cooper Foshi. Foshi, who recently came in, Bondi to take the throw in on the far side. He's just about in the center. Now, Vilkening on the near side. He'll bring this one forward. Goshen, their back line pressing towards the center line. Vilkening getting way up the pitch, still with Vilkening. Plays it over to the side then. Garcia. Garcia, great footwork. Gets past a few. Keeps it going. Bondi on the outside of the box. He'll have another strike in just about the second. The first one wasn't enough. Bondi with another spectacular strike. The right back who seems to just about be able to do everything on that pitch. It's going to be another corner kick for Goshen after the save, but it was a great bit of play. And I believe we should have video back. Excuse us for those errors, but you should be able to see now Garcia preparing to take this corner kick. It's on the far side. I believe the first corner kick on that right side corner. Garcia, his ball way up into the box and actually won't make its way inbound. Out for a goal kick.
You know, these corners from both these teams recently leaving a lot to be desired. Not great crosses coming out of them. And you see that one didn't make it into play. Two of the ones from Fort Wayne, not great quality on them.
I think that kind of just speaks to the, what's the word? Not vitality, but the great strike that we've just seen. Oh my goodness. It was the man who started the match, got substituted out and back in, Kevin Vidana, with the second wonder strike for Goshen. And so that gives the Leafs a 2-goal advantage, and they're able to sit with just a bit more confidence here. And again, struggling with our stream, but nonetheless, I can tell you that that was a strike worth seeing. 70th minute down.
First from Cruz on 70 minutes.
And it's going to be 2-0 for Goshen.
That's just the scoreboard. I guess we got that.
And so, much more difficult job here for Fort Wayne. Goshen can't get complacent, but they will be happy to get that second goal. And back in action. Both teams not wasting too long on celebrations before getting back underway. Kubi. Back now to Hasselbank. This one played forward and cut out easily by Bondi. Bondi, quick turn before Goshen gets dispossessed. Some nice link-up play here from 1927. There's a ball into the center. The touch is there. What will happen? Eventually controlled down by Vider. And he disperses that one out to Vilkening. Ricardo Garcia trying to clear that one away. It takes a deflection, and so another dangerous opportunity, but Lindo Zimba with a fantastic sliding block. Nice touch here. Vilkening, his ball forward. He insists handball, but just about going out. Still in play here. There's a nice ball forward. This time for Fort Wayne. Zimba with the ball. Gets it to Garcia. Now up for Vilkening. And a bit of confusion here as looks like some injury issues here. It was Kubi on the ground. Or I should say rather seems maybe a cramp, tight hamstring for Kubi. So.
And I will mention Lindo Zimba seems to be feeling some pain as well. He's been holding his side or his stomach, his abdomen area for a couple minutes now. But after that tackle down on the end line there, he seems to be feeling a bit of discomfort. He's coming over to the sideline now to talk to head coach Tyler Bourne.
Looking for some water as well, I believe. Seems like it could just be a cramp here. Chest cramp for Zimba as well. Both teams taking this time to get a few words in. Goshen coming back over to Tyler Bourne. He's getting a few words of advice into the team. So the clock will stay running as there will be added time. It's not a hard pause or hard stop when it gets to 90 minutes. There is added time. Kubi's still on the ground here. He's getting back up on his feet. He's getting help there from Moretti and really struggling here
And Tyler Bourne trying to speak some tactics into his team, as you mentioned. It's often said that a 2-goal lead is one of the most dangerous leads in soccer, as you tend to get a little bit comfortable, and then that first one goes in, and then all of a sudden a second one goes in, and all of a sudden you're drawing. And it tends to be late in the game, and you can lose all the momentum, which can lead to the downfall of your lead, but Goshen will try to counteract that and prove that narrative false.
Goshen preparing 2 substitutions now. Kevin Cruz and Alejandro Murillo, the 2 preparing to come in.
And that ball played over the top, looking for a corner run there for Laranjo, but it just curled out of bounds.
Long ball forward. Zimba. And some intensity here. Patel is absolutely bolting towards the ball. Big ball up, pushed away. Goshen still with it here, but a crushing tackle there. Partially surprised that nothing more has been called, as the intensity in the last few moments has gone up tenfold here from 1927. There's a ball over top. Partially surprised that the offside flag has not gone up yet, but it's Moreland with the ball, breaking towards the edge of the box. Past Vilkening, ball into the center towards the back post. Matute does fantastically well to get just a touch on that. The tip of his toe is enough to prevent anything more of that coming from that from Max Amaoko.
Substitutions in the
I mentioned some of that relaxed take that you can get when you've got a 2-goal lead, and it seemed like that did come true for a little bit, as Fort Wayne seemed to have turned their engines on. They found the second gear, and they're really chugging along here, putting on a high press, playing almost an erratic style, just all over the place. But yeah, Fort Wayne definitely putting on the Jets.
Here come those 2 substitutions for Goshen again. It is going to be Kevin Cruz and Alejandro Murillo coming in. Patel, who gets fouled here from Cruz immediately after coming in. Just a bit too much contact. Patel really has been a surprise to me, as after he's been substituted on, he seems to have a big engine on him as well, and he's been running all around. Certainly doesn't lack aggression. Near side here. This one with Trey Thiard. Now all the way in the corner, 1927. Trying to break forward. Goshen with plenty of bodies back. This one touchdown by Bondi and cleared way away by Vider. Matute to Bondi. Bondi has a look up, tries to play that forward, and I think it would have been onside. Won't be called that way, as Goshen won't be looking for any more bad luck, but Kevin Vidana was holding his hamstring there just for a second, but he's still running here. Of course, the scorer of that second goal. 1927, they've got the high back line now, as it's Max Amaoko breaking towards that back line. Great ball into the center. Zimba goes to ground, getting the ball there. Cleared away. Patel gets a touch. He goes to ground. Play on, says the referee. Some big contact here on Saldivar, Vilkening. And seems like no matter who has it for Goshen at the moment, there's 2 or 3 blue and white shirts racing towards them, as 1927 are desperate to get this ball in the back of the net. Looking up, Cooper Foshi. Bondi intercepts. Plays that back to V there. Then Hasselbank. Down to Foshi. Wells played that one up, and now it's Kevin Cruz. Bondi to Saldivar. Now with Bregion. Nice ball up for Cruz. Cruz turning back to Saldivar, and Goshen doing well to keep a hold of the ball here. Saldivar. Playing to Zimba. Zimba has Vilkening, and now Vilkening looks up. Another nice pass here, all the way onto the near side. Murillo facing up his man, still with Murillo. Ball into the center, touched away. Now to Bondi. Edge of the box. The strike is there. Goshen already scoring 2 goals from outside the box. That's a fantastic ball over the top. It could have been very dangerous, but Vitor saw the ball early and was able to get out and clear it away. Bondi seeming to almost play through the center now, which somewhat just speaks to the freedom that Goshen City FC, these players have in this system. Certainly seeing these wingbacks invert frequently.
It is important to note with that, though, when you do have someone that plays on the wing and rotates inside, you have to have someone go replace them on the outside. Otherwise, that's a wide open gap that Fort Wayne can easily exploit. And it seemed like right there they didn't have anyone rotate out back, but Fort Wayne hadn't noticed it, or they opted to go for the long ball over the top. But either way, you've got to have someone cover for him.
Sanchez gets past a few, still with Sanchez now. Plays it wide to Murillo. Murillo looking inside, deflection on the pass, and now it's Fort Wayne ball. Amaoko wearing the captain's armband, and he gets taken down here, seeming to be in some pain. He's still on the ground as 1927 plays on. Seems like they would stop, but they will play on as their captain is on the ground. He's back on his feet now, but there will be a stoppage as once again he seems to be in discomfort. So will be another stoppage here, another moment for rest.
Yeah, some heavy contact there on the 50-50 ball. He was trying to dart out, but maybe a stray hand or stray knee caught him there in the midsection, and he'll be slow to get back up, but he is back up.
So Vilkening going to hand the ball here. It will be a drop ball, I believe, as Goshen will get the ball back. Goshen leading in shots on the match, 11-7. Certainly with the effectiveness of those shots, Goshen has been on top with both the goals on the night. Great work from Goshen. Good footwork here as Patel is going to really aggressively try to win this ball back. Credit to him that he seems to have quite the engine.
Yeah, great touches there from Vidana as well. You saw he got kicked in the shin there, but he's able to maintain possession, so the ref said play on. But then Patel came in and maybe a stray foot there, and the ref said enough's enough.
So you can see the contrast here in this free kick with the amount of players in the box for this set piece compared to maybe even before that second goal. Quite a few more, but now Goshen not quite getting as many players forward. Here's a ball. Murillo on the outside. Plays this one into the center, into a dangerous area, but finally Hasselbank touching that one back behind the back line. It's a corner for Goshen.
Yeah, definitely a good ball in there on the ground. Great opportunity, but well cleared.
With Garcia out, it will be Bondi now to take this set piece. Again, Goshen with a few more faces back now, and the opposite is true for Fort Wayne as they do not have every player in the box for this one. They've got a few more players outside of it. Vilkening at the back post. This one going to fly towards the near post, headed away, but still an opportunity for Goshen. Roberto Sanchez out to Bondi. Bondi sends a ball into the center. Hasselbank heads this one away. Touchdown by Murillo, and eventually out for a Goshen throw-in. Bondi now returning to his position, and we'll see a substitution now for Fort Wayne. Coming in is going to be Ty Barnes, and he's going to come in for the captain. That is going to be Max Amaoko.
1927 SC substitution in the 84th minute. Coming off the pitch, number 20, Max Amaoko, replaced by number 4, Ty Barnes.
Amaoko seeming to forget that he has that captain's armband on as he makes his way off the pitch. So no captain on the pitch for 1927 as it stands.
And Patel again, another bad contact there as he went in and caught the foot of one of the Goshen players, and which was not allowed.
So 83 minutes on the clock, but safe to assume that there's going to be a hefty amount of added time here at the end of the match. Here comes the free kick, well within their own half for Fort Wayne. This one blasted up the pitch. Matute heads it forward. Touchdown by Sanchez. Kevin Cruz. Now, great footwork here from Goshen. Now, ball towards the end line, kept in by Bondi. Bondi looks up his cross towards the back post. Headed up and away, but not too far as Goshen touches it down and recollects. They'll look to get forward again. Murillo looking up, facing up Patel, and Patel again with a dangerous foot here. And a bit surprising that Patel is yet to see a card. Probably the 4th or 5th foul called against him now, and it seems like at some point you would imagine.
Yeah, you definitely, when you get in those high foul counts, up 4 or 5 like Patel's got, you start to look for a card even when you're the opposing team, but clearly his contacts aren't strong enough quite yet to get that card, but definitely teetering on the edge there.
It's going to be the short ball whipped towards the back post, but no problem for Lambert. 2 hands on that. He looks up, hoping to disperse this one long. It's Landon Moreland who is up top now for Fort Wayne. And there's Moreland played through. Vilkinen cuts it out. Now Murillo. Saldivar. Now to Matute. Matute. His long ball over top, but nobody to chase it down for Goshen. Here with Patel. Patel plays it to Foshi. Now 1927 kind of slowing things down here, getting their opportunity to go forward, but who else but Bondi to cut that one out. Resetting now. Over to Foshi again. Foshi looks up, his ball forward, blocked by Kevin Cruz. Cruz going to ground, and he wins a free kick for Goshen. Matute to take it, and immediately you can hear and see from head coach Tyler Bourne that he wants this one sent long. So I think safe to say that this one is going to get blasted. Now even Vilkening motioning to his teammates to push up the field. This one will be sent long over the head of Bondi. And still the press on from Goshen as it's all the way back to Dylan Lambert. Lambert playing it near side to Murillo. Now through the center. Long ball to the far side. Foshi. Foshi, who's seen plenty of the ball since coming in. He looks up, headed down from Vilkening after his long ball. Ty Barnes. Now to Patel, back to Barnes again. Barnes. Up to Fairland. Patel. And then to Hasselbank. Hasselbank, the only outfield player in the 1927 half here. Great clearance up to Roberto Sanchez. Sanchez to Saldivar. Can Goshen get something going on the counter? Certainly going to send the ball long. Maybe nobody chasing after it, but it'll be sent up the pitch. And it will be 4 minutes of added time. Still about a minute and a half yet to go before full time, but 4 minutes has come up from sideline referee, and that is a big tackle here. We will see a yellow card here coming against Alejandro Murillo, and this is a dangerous opportunity
in the 89th minute
for Fort Wayne,
City FC,
just
number
on
19,
the outside corner
Murillo.
of the box.
Absolutely, and it's a bit of an off angle, so maybe a shot might be a little bit difficult, but definitely a great opportunity for a good cross here.
And so after that Murillo yellow card, it is going to be this set piece. Difficult one to get on net, but it can certainly be a dangerous one. Will be sent towards that far post. No problem at all. Way over the crossbar. And so just about 30 seconds here until the clock is going to hit 90, and then we can assume it'll be another 4 minutes after that. Goal kick now for Vider. It's going to be a miracle for Fort Wayne if they're going to hope to get some points on this match.
Zimba calling the full team over to overload that left side of the pitch, trying to make sure they win the first ball or the second.
Patel jumping up and having a tough collision with the ground there. He's going to stay on the ground as Goshen breaks forward here. Patel still on the ground after actually jumping up on that header from the goal kick and jumping over his own teammate. He's back on his feet now, though, holding his back. So he will be able to play on, but clearly in some discomfort. Matute driving forward with the ball on the far side in Goshen. Not with any huge urge to push up the pitch, as they're hoping to hold on to the 3 points here. Patel back with the ball, so he will be okay. Now Thailand. Excuse me, Third. Bondi clears this one, and looks like it's Kevin Vidana, who scored the second goal for Goshen, who's on the ground here, seeming to be in some discomfort. And so there is the whistle, as he may just get substituted. So he's going to come off. Goshen getting everyone back. Seems like maybe Goshen's going to have to play down a player just for a moment. I believe if they do stop the play, that the injured player must come off before returning to the pitch. Seems like he may be off, so Goshen possibly down to 10 here for these last few minutes. Can Fort Wayne make anything of it? Still working so hard. Maxime Breguion, who has been on fire throughout this match, he's just been a bit of the engine of this midfield while also dribbling nice, controlling nicely. There's a beautiful ball over the top, and Goshen's going to break into the Fort Wayne box. Patel gets back to defend. Hasselbank then playing this one over to Fashi. Fashi into the center. It's Fort Wayne still breaking forward. It seems like the intensity would need to be just a little bit more for Fort Wayne here with the situation that they are in. Great work by Murillo to get back. Tries to clear it, but no good. The ball towards the back post. Only Bondi there, and he will make no mistake with his clearance away to Patel. Patel. Long ball up over into the center. Offside flag did go up, so Goshen gets the free kick in their 18-yard box. And again, they will take this advantage to press up the pitch.
Vider's going to take his time with this. He's going to try to kill as many seconds off the clock as possible. So he'll adjust team tactics, he'll push them forward, he'll readjust everything, and then he'll finally take it.
This ball popped way up and kept alive nicely here. Sanchez. Now Saldivar. Great passing here from Goshen in the tight spaces. Saldivar still here. Press proof. And there's going to be a yellow card infraction. I believe that's going to come against Brandon Nunez. And so free kick for Goshen, and similar position as had been seen just 10 or 15 minutes ago, but now there is nobody in the box for Goshen. They are not taking any risks, especially down to 10 men.
Yeah, different circumstances. Now they'll just want to hold it in the corner, see if they can kill as many seconds off the clock, and that's going to be the game.
That will be the full-time whistle. And so Goshen City FC is going to come away with the win, their second win of the season. Their record goes to 2 wins and 2 ties on the season. Still yet to lose a match. The goals in tonight's match coming first in the first half from Stephen Bondi. And
There's
then
the final
it was
whistle
Kevin
with the final score.
Vidana
Goshen City
who laced
FC
the second
2,
one home.
1927
Goshen City
FC
FC.
0.
That's going
The
to do it
boys in
for tonight's
orange go top of the
broadcast. It's
table
been
in the Great
myself,
Lakes
Cormac
Conference
Kublicki,
West Division.
joining me on the
With a
box,
record of 2
on the
wins, no
mic,
losses,
in the
and
box,
2 draws.
was Theo Twitchell, and we will see you again soon for some more Goshen City FC action.
Tonight's goals were